back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. I feel like I haven't been on here in a while, and that is just because my skin needed a little break, but I'm so excited to be making this video today. I love making these videos and I'm so happy to be. Yeah, for today's video, as you read on the title, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth face routine, showing you my foundation, concealer, what I use as my go-tos right now. This isn't the only way to do it, this is just my way, so please don't think this is the only way you have to do it. So if you would like to see a more in-depth face routine by me, keep watching, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Ready, guys? So I already did my eyebrows and my eyes off camera because this is more about our face today. And to start off, I already did put moisturizer on, and I used the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and I let that sit into my skin for a little bit because you do want it to kind of be a little dry. So for primer, I am gonna go in with the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer, and I like to use a little bit. This is very hydrating, so you don't need too much. So what I'm gonna do is about that much. I'm gonna swirl it around and give it a good massage into my skin. Don't want to do it too rough, just a good massage. Get on my nose, because that nose be cracking on me and my chin be cracking on me. Something else I do like to use on my face is going to be the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This kind of just makes your pores a little bit minimized. So I like to take a little bit on my finger, and I like to put some on my cheek and a little bit on my nose and just rub it in right there, because that's where my pores are a little bit bigger. So we want to make sure we kind of minimize those. Pat it a little bit, give it a little pat. Next, we're going to let that sit a little bit, but while we're letting it sit, I am going to go in with the Estee Lauder Futuristic Hydra Rescue Foundation, and this is in the shade Tawny. I love this foundation because it has so much hydration in it, and it is a very good one. What I like to do is kind of just do a little pump on the brush. It's pretty liquidy. I like to just wipe that all over my face, and I'm gonna do that all around my face. Make sure to get that neck all blended. Alright, now that we have that all over our face, and now we're just going to take the flat end of the Beauty Blender and just blend all that out to smooth it out. So kind of smudge it on the ear so it kind of looks more natural. Hey guys, my microphone was not working, but I'm going to do my concealer now, and this is a Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop in the shade Light 40N. I don't want to do too much just because I don't want to be blending all the way down here. And I also don't do my nose or my forehead or my chin. I don't put any there just because I'll use the rest of the concealer underneath my eyes to put it all over the rest where I want to put it. See how there is some left over? You can go to your nose. I like to do that and then go around my smile lines and then go on my chin to get that rest of it off. The next thing we are going to do is bake the face and set the under eyes. You don't want them to crease, so that's why you want to set them pretty quickly. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Loose Powder It Light. I'm going to get just a dry beauty sponge and just dip it in there. The tip is covered with powder, and just press it into my eye. Not in your eye, don't press it in your eye. Press it around underneath. Right, now that we have set the under eyes, this is when I go in with my powder puff. I honestly don't know what this is called. I just call it my powder puff. Like a powder puff girl. And I dip it into the powder. And there might be a lot on there, but that can be used for basically the whole face. And I'm just going to press it everywhere else to set my whole face. And you even want to set your neck too, so the foundation doesn't slip and slide around on your neck either. You might want to get a little bit more, because I like to press it in pretty good. So I end up usually doing 2 times in here. So alright, now we have patted the whole face down with powder. What we're going to do is take a fluffy brush and we're just going to wipe everything off except for under eyes, because we want that to sit as long as we can. Now that we have wiped that off, we are now going to do bronzer. And my go-to bronzer is this Hoola bronzer, and is in the darker shade. I think it's the darkest of the Hoola. And my favorite way to apply bronzer is to take a small angled brush to dip into the bronzer like this. And there will be a lot, so you want to tap some of it off. And right here by your sideburns, you kind of just want to go in the direction where your cheekbone is. You don't want to go down here. You want to start right here and go right towards your lips. And you want to do it that way. You make sure to get by them temples and on that forehead. And now we're all bronzed up there. Look how bronzed we are. And I also like to do my nose too, because I want that to be bronzed too. Now that we have the bronzing done, I am going to go back in with that powder and that dry beauty sponge. Dip back into it. And I am going to carve out my cheeks. I also want to do the center of the nose just so it doesn't look too bronzy. You want it just to be that perfect, I don't know what to call it, but. And you can also do your forehead if it's too much for you. I sometimes do it. Typically I don't, because I like the bronze look, but we're just gonna do it today. So, alrighty, now we're going to do blush. And my basically all-time favorite blush is in this Ulta Beauty palette, and it is the shade Cotton Candy. I know they have individual ones there if you do like this color. The type of brush I use is a fluffy brush, but it is more squared or rounded at the top. I don't know how to say it, but you're just going to tap into that blush where you see a good amount, tap a little bit off, and you're going to press it, but you're going to press up. So you're going to tap up with it. You see how pigmented that is? That's very pigmented. See how I go up? So it makes it the face a little bit more lifted, as you can say. And I love me some blush, so I kind of go all ham into this. But so I probably go 2 rounds. I don't know why I love blush. I just do. It just gives me that little natural. Right, now that we are done with that, we will now go back in with that fluffy brush that we wiped our face with and just wipe that off now. Right, now we don't have any more powder on us. We're going to do highlights. Kind of brush you want for this is more of a small condensed brush. My probably all-time favorite highlight right now is the Flower Beauty one, but I do take that and dip it in. It is kind of very pigmented, so top of that off and see that glow. It's not too much. It's kind of like a subtle glow. You want that on your nose. I like doing it on my nose. I love how that the tip of it shines. And I love to do it on my lip. I just love it on my lip. I feel like I do too much on my lip. Maybe I should stop putting it on my lip. So yeah, and I feel like we should stop, but we're not. And I like to put a little bit on the forehead, just to make it a little shiny. So maybe I go too much on this. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna put it down right now. Now that we have the whole face done, as you can tell, I use this probably in every video. That's why it is almost gone. I use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting mist. This one is so hydrating. This will just give you that very dewy look, so I love to use this. And also, after I spray this on my face, I like to go right in and dry it off, just to, you know, kind of soak it into the skin. I want all that into the skin. Now I'm going to dry it off with my homemade fan. And even sometimes I do like to go back in with that beauty blender and kind of pat it in the skin, you know, absorb it in the skin. We are now completed with the face. We have nothing else. So now I'm going to go in and do my eyes and my lips, and I will be right back with the finished product. Alrighty guys, this is the end product. I did do my lashes, my lips. I did put the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Coral Corruption. I hope you guys really enjoyed this in-depth tutorial on how I do my face makeup. Like I said, this is not the only way to do it. This has just worked for me. I love how it gives me that dewiness because of my dry skin. I cannot really do anything matte with it, but I love the way it looks, and it has been working for me for a while. So I hope you guys took some information from this, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Also got to show you guys something so cute. This is Miss Scarlett. Her name is Scarlett. She's a little girl. So cute. I think the lights are blinding her. But yeah, she is such a sweetie. She likes to cuddle. I don't think she likes the light, but it's okay. And I hope you guys think she is beautiful. Bye, Scarlett. Bye. Bye-bye. If you guys like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your thoughts are, if you would like to see something, or if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. And also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more makeup content, or if you want to see Scarlett. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.